IGCSE and O-Level Smart Biology M. Rashid Chatter 030046100457. 15. Drugs. A drug is any substance taken into the body that modifies or affects chemical reactions in the body, e.g. analgesics are used as painkillers and narcotics are used for hallucination. Antibiotics are used in the treatment of bacterial infections. Some bacteria become resistant to antibiotics, which reduces their effectiveness. Antibiotics kill bacteria, but not viruses. It is possible to minimize the development of resistant bacteria like MRSA. Viruses have a different structure to bacteria, so they are not affected by antibiotics. A drug is any externally administered substance that affects chemical reactions in the body. Most drugs have medicinal uses, but some are harmful if abused. Antibiotics can be used to treat bacterial infections. Heroin is a powerful narcotic and depressant drug. Heroin abuse causes addiction to the drug. Heroin addicts develop severe withdrawal symptoms when they try to stop using the drug. Heroin use is associated with other problems, such as crime and infections with HIV/AIDS. Alcohol is a depressant drug, which in some people leads to an addiction called alcoholism. Short-term abuse of alcohol results in a number of problems, such as loss of self-control and increased reaction times. Long-term abuse of alcohol leads to serious medical problems, such as cirrhosis of the liver and heart disease. Alcoholics have social problems which affect their jobs and relationships with other people. Tobacco smoke contains harmful substances, which include carbon monoxide, tar, and nicotine. Carbon monoxide in the blood displaces oxygen from hemoglobin, causing breathing difficulties. Smoking during pregnancy reduces the birth weight of the baby. Tar contains carcinogenic chemicals which can lead to lung cancer. Many other diseases are associated with smoking, including bronchitis, emphysema, and heart disease. Smoking is no longer socially acceptable. Keywords: stimulant, depressant drugs, addictive, drug dependence, solvent, sniffing, ointment, ear, eye drops, injection, gonorrhea, sexually transmitted diseases, syphilis, AIDS, hepatitis, hallucinogens, alcohol, heroin, smoking, bronchitis, emphysema, lung cancer, carcinogen, tar, peer pressure. Glossary. Push and pull, muscles cannot push but only contract, to get shorter and fatter. Relax, to het normal size. Antagonistic muscles, pair of muscles which act opposite to each other, e.g. when one contracts the other relaxes, e.g. in the human arm when it is raised up biceps muscles contract and triceps relax. When the arm is straightened triceps contract and biceps relax. IGCSE and O-Level Smart Biology M. Rashid Chatter 030046100457. Ligaments, fiber connecting two bones. Tendons, fiber connecting bones with muscles. Joint, where two bones meet. Short MCQs with right answers. 1. What is the role of insulin? It decreases blood glucose concentration. 2. Which row shows why only some infections can be successfully treated with antibiotics? 3. Why is an MRSA infection difficult to treat? MRSA is resistant to some antibiotics. 4. Which statements about antibiotics are correct? 1. Antibiotics can be used to treat bacterial infections. 2. Antibiotics are not effective against resistant viruses. 5. The table shows which antibiotics are effective against different types of bacteria. The shaded areas show the antibiotic is effective against that type of bacteria. A person has a disease caused by a type of Streptococcus bacteria and a second infection caused by a type of Pseudomonas bacteria. Which antibiotic should be taken? Six. The table shows the death rates from lung cancer in a country amongst smokers and non-smokers. What can be concluded from the data? People who smoke have a higher chance of getting lung cancer. 7. What is one way that development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria can be minimized? Use of antibiotics only when essential. IGCSE and O-Level Smart Biology M. Rashid Chatter 030046100457. 8. The bar chart shows the percentage of women who had babies with low birth weight. Some of these women were smokers and some were non-smokers. What is shown by the bar chart? Smoking in pregnancy increases the risk of low birth weight. 9. In which organ is alcohol broken down? Liver. 10. Which hormone may be used to improve sporting performance? Testosterone. 11. In which part of the body does the breakdown of drugs occur? Liver. 12. Which two statements describe the effects of smoking cigarettes? Cilia beat more slowly, and goblet cells produce more mucus. 13. What results from the destruction of cilia in the trachea due to smoking? Mucus cannot be carried towards the throat. 14. Which organ is most often damaged by regularly drinking too much alcohol? Liver. 15. The oxygen carrying capacity of the blood of smokers is less than that of non-smokers. Carbon monoxide. 16. What is not an effect of consumption of alcohol? Stimulation of the nervous system. 17. A woman has been smoking heavily for many years. Which statement could not be correct? Her arteries are blocked with tar. 18. Possible effects of drug abuse include 1. Addiction. 2. Reduced self-control. 3. Severe withdrawal. Symptoms. Which effect may occur as a result of drinking too much alcohol? 1, 2, and 3. 19. Which statement about antibiotic is not correct? Antibiotics are used to treat diseases caused by viruses. 20. Which statement about microorganism is correct? Bacteria can become resistant to antibiotics. 21. Penicillin is an antibiotic that kills bacteria by preventing them forming cell walls. Why does penicillin not affect viruses? Viruses do not have cell walls. 22. Which process occurring at a synapse is prevented by the presence of heroin? The binding of the neurotransmitter with receptors. 23. What are the effects of smoking on gas exchange system? Mucus in the airways. Chance of lungs infection. Increased. 24. Where do the breakdown of drugs and the storage of urine occur? Breakdown of drug, storage of urine. Liver. Bladder. 25. Which row show the excessive alcohol consumption? Reaction time, self-control, antisocial behavior. Slower, reduced, increased. 26. Chemicals in tobacco smoke lead to the breakdown of the elastic tissue in the walls of the alveoli. What is the name of this condition? Emphysema. 27. Which disease can be caused by excessive consumption of alcohol? Cirrhosis. IGCSE and O-Level Smart Biology. M. Rashid Chatha 030046104457. 28. What is a major effect of nicotine in tobacco smoke? It increases the desire to smoke. 29. Which statement describes a problem of using antibiotics? Antibiotics have no effect on viruses. 30. Which listed substances are all broken down by the liver? Alcohol, drugs, and progesterone. 31. Which component of tobacco smoke may cause lung cancer? Tar. 32. Which risk is greatly increased by the nicotine in cigarette smoke? High blood pressure. 33. What are the effects on the body of drinking a large amount of alcohol? Effect on brain, decreased, and reaction time, increased. 34. Which process occurring at a synapse is prevented by the presence of heroin? The binding of a neurotransmitter with receptors. 35. Penicillin is an antibiotic that kills bacteria by preventing them from forming cell walls. Why does penicillin not affect viruses? Viruses do not have cell walls. 36. Which statement about microorganisms is correct? Bacteria can become resistant to antibiotics. 37. Which row describes heroin? Type of drug, location of effect. Depressant synapses. 38. What type of organism is MRSA? Bacterium. 39. Which statement about antibiotics is correct? Antibiotics can stop bacteria making new cell walls. 40. Why do some athletes take anabolic steroids? To increase muscle mass. 41. Several athletes have been banned from their sport for using the drug nandrolone. This drug helps the body to build up muscle tissue. What sort of drug is nandrolone? Anabolic steroid. 42. How do some antibiotics kill bacteria? They damage the cell wall. 43. Which statement about antibiotics is correct? Antibiotics are used to treat diseases caused by bacteria. 44. Which characteristic of viruses prevents them from being affected by antibiotics? They have no cell structure. 45. The statements are about the use of antibiotics. 1. Using an antibiotic to prevent infection. 2. Using an antibiotic known to kill the bacteria causing an infection. 3. Using an antibiotic only. When essential. 4. Using an antibiotic to treat a viral infection. Which practices will increase the chance of the development of antibiotic resistance in bacteria? 1 and 4. Only 46. Which of the actions about bacteria such as MRSA are resistant to several antibiotics are correct? Only use antibiotics when necessary and do not use antibiotics to treat viral infections. 47. Which substances can be misused to improve athletic performance? Anabolic steroids and testosterone. 48. Why are people advised not drive a car after drinking an excessive quantity of alcohol? Alcohol is depressant. 49. Which definition of a drug is correct? A substance taken into the body that modifies or affects chemical reactions in the body. IGCSE and O-Level Smart Biology. M. Rashid Chatha 030046100457. 16. Reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a process resulting in the production of genetically identical offspring from one parent.